Quick Tip Daily about a tip that can impact your day. My name is Raphael. Join me as I bring you tips by experts around the world. These experts have shared their knowledge and wisdom with me and will directly share them with you. Make sure to subscribe, like, follow, and comment, and I would love for you to become part of the New Tip Daily community. Welcome back to New Tip Daily. We had technical difficulties earlier, so we're shooting this a little bit later. I apologize for that. This is episode number 20. Thanks for joining me today. And if you didn't join me, hopefully you'll take a look at the replay. I'm excited today because I have a great guest. My guest today happens to be a great friend of mine who I just became great friends with, Sarah Willoughby. Sarah shares her tip on the power of communication. Sarah is very passionate about empowering people to heal, love themselves, achieve more, and transform their lives. Sarah guides her clients to reconnect with themselves and find the answers that lie deep inside. Let's take a listen and remember the power of communication plays a large part in the healing process. Sarah's just an amazing, amazing human being, and I just take a listen, and we're just gonna have a blast. Thank you. Morning, welcome. Thank you so much, Sarah, for being here with me. You are just an amazing human being. I love the fact that we've connected, and the reason we've connected is because of communication. I know that's one of your tips for today. I'd love to hear your tip.
Thank you so much for having me. I too love that we have connected. So my tip for today is around communication and the power of saying no.
Mm,
I know that I've been on this crazy journey to learn to say no, and how we say no is really important. We can say no from a place of fear and anger and hurt and resentment, or we can say no from a place of love and compassion, and understand that when we say no, we're setting a boundary, which we need to do for ourselves, and that we're also not just honoring ourselves, but we're honoring the other person. We're living more in an authentic way when we say no. And the other thing that I've learned about saying no is that we don't need to give lots of excuses. So this time of year gets really crazy and people invite you to lots of events and functions, and we can't go to them all. And we do have to say no. And what we tend to do is say no and then give a whole list of reasons and excuses as to why. And that can leave the other person feeling like maybe we didn't actually want to be there. And what I've learned is that the best way of saying no is just to say, thank you so much for the invitation. I would love to be there, but on this occasion I can't, but I hope it goes really well for you. I hope you have an amazing time. And
yeah.
that's it. And leave it like that. And then you won't get the 3,000 questions about why, and you're coming from a beautiful heart-centered place.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's an incredible way of communicating. So sometimes less is more, right?
absolutely. I think we tie ourselves in knots, and the more reasons and excuses as to why we can or can't do something, then makes the other person feel like we're being disingenuous or we're not being completely honest about what our intentions are. But it's just, yeah, keep it simple.
Mm. Keep it simple and sometimes to the point, right? So we don't want to, and when you start making excuses and excuses and excuses for why you can't be there, could it make the other person feel like they're not worthy, that you're not, that their invitation is like, huh, maybe I don't matter. I don't matter to them. They got better things to do, right?
Absolutely. And also what can happen is if you present a whole load of reasons why, is that they'll go into fix it mode and then present a whole load of solutions as to how you can be there, when actually it's as simple as, it's not for me on this occasion and I don't want to be there, and that's okay, for whatever the reason is. But when you're presented with a whole load of solutions and then you still say no, that's when it starts to get personal, right? That's when it starts to feel like it is,
right.
There's another reason behind it.
Yeah, without a doubt. So the power of no. But it's how do you say no, right? That's the real
Yeah.
key. There's a finesse, if you will, right? How do you finesse the no, right? As politely and, like you said, heart driven, to be more like, "Hey, I'm really sorry I can't make it, and I want to wish you guys the best of time. I just can't make it. Thank you so much for inviting me," right?
Yes. And I think when you're very present with that person, whether you're doing it in person or whether you're doing it over the phone, when you're very present in that moment with somebody, they will hear that no in a different way. They will hear it from your heart, rather than when you're in your mind and you're thinking of all the other things that you should be doing, and you've got your long to-do list going on, and you're wondering what you're having for dinner and whether the cat's being fed and all the crazy things that go on in our mind. People feel that when we communicate. They feel when we're distracted, and then they feel that we're being disingenuous. So if we're just truly present with somebody and we hold space for that conversation, then I think that changes the energy of the conversation as well, and it changes the energy of that no.
Thank you so much for today's tip. One of the things in today's tip is on communication. The only reason you and I connected is because we were both on another show, on Elle's show, and we just reached out to each other, and we had a text type of communication until we actually met in person. So sometimes communication can be without even seeing the person, right? Because we didn't see each other until we actually came on live and we did the Sear show. And then we got to know each other a little bit more. So that first bit of communication was through text, right? In a way.
Yeah. And I think, words that are written down, not just verbally, have energy to them, and you can feel somebody else's heart in the way that you write a message. So again, just when you're writing an email or you're writing a text message, just think about how it may be received. Just, again, don't come from a place when you're angry or you're feeling rushed. It's okay to take a pause. It's okay to take time to respond to somebody. It's better to be present in that moment than trying to fit it in around other jobs and other things that are distracting you.
Right. Great tips. Thank you so much. As always, you have so much to deliver. Thank you for today's tip on communication and the power of no.
My absolute pleasure. Thank you for having me.
All right. Thank you. And we will be talking again very, very soon. Take care.
Take care.
What a great tip. As you can tell, Sarah had problems with her internet. She is in Australia, and she says anytime there's any winds or anything for some reason, or heavy rain, they lose that connection. Great tip, the power of saying no. There is so much in no. I love the tip that Sarah shared with us. Please like, subscribe, and share these tips with your colleagues, family, and friends. If you celebrate Christmas, as tomorrow is Christmas, Christmas Eve, then I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. If you celebrate Hanukkah, then I want to celebrate you, and I know this is the middle of Hanukkah already. I want to celebrate you, wish you a happy Hanukkah celebration. And no matter what holiday you celebrate or don't celebrate, I want to wish you an amazing time with your family and friends. Join me on Monday. Mondays, we discuss business, and we're going to discuss the scams that are going on and how to handle the countless of scams that are going on right now. I want to wish you happy holidays and look forward to seeing you on Monday. Enjoy, everybody. Bye bye.